Hey guys, what's going on? Rogue here with M.A.S.K Tactical. Today we're going to do a gear review on the Gerber suspension multi-tool. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, you're looking at the Gerber suspension multi-tool. This thing was designed and manufactured by Gerber in Portland, Oregon. Designed after the suspension bridges, as you can see by the cutaway design here. Mimics the look of the suspension bridge. So that's where this thing got its name from. The handle is a triple coated aluminum handle. And it's got the traditional Gerber feel. If you've handled a lot of Gerber products, it's got that slick metal feel to it. Very nice feel. And it feels just like a very, very high quality tool that Gerber would produce. So let's go ahead and break down the inside and show you the components. Okay, so your components are actually nested on the outside of the handle, so you can get to them without actually having to open it up. But let's talk about the inside first. The pliers are spring loaded, and another good feature about them that I like is the rubberized handle on both sides there. It makes it really nice and comfortable if you're trying to grip and apply a lot of pressure. With most multi-tools you won't get that, and it will be a little uncomfortable if you're trying to apply a lot of pressure. The pliers themselves are needle nose, so that's very nice. A lot of them just have flat pliers, which makes it kind of difficult to get into some situations, but these being needle nose gives you a little bit more ability to get inside tight spaces. You've got the gripping section right here if you need to wrap around a bolt, and you've also got your wire cutters. So pretty standard with any pair of pliers really, but it's very nice nonetheless. So let's go ahead and get into the components themselves. Alright, so real quick before we get into the components themselves, I wanted to shed light on the handle itself. They've actually put little image indicators right here on the outside that depict what tool is going to be first on that side of the handle. So for example, right here you've got your straight edge blade. On the other side you've got your scissors, you've got your serrated blade, and then you've got your saw. So that just gives you a little quick reference to kind of look at it fast and know which side of the handle you've got to get to a specific tool that you need. To actually close this thing down, so if you've got a tool open, we'll take this straight blade here for example, it's got these lockers right here on the back side, so if you're using this thing rough and with some knives, they'll close up on you and smash your fingers, cut your fingers up. With this it actually locks back with two little pressure switches right here. You just pull them both down and it will release the lock and you can close it up. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the tools. Alright, so starting off right here with the serrated blade. This is a really good blade. It and the straight edge blade are both good blades. This one, you'll primarily use it for things like paracord, cutting through some wood, or maybe cutting through some sheet metal, some thin sheet metal or something like that. Good high quality blade. Directly beside it you have a can opener and bottle opener. So it's you can sharpen that up and make it even sharper, but it is grinded down right there on that one side, and just faintly on the opposite side, not the same amount, but you can turn that into a blade if you wanted to, but basically it's just used for opening cans. On right beside that you've got an awl, which can also double as a flathead screwdriver if you wanted it to. Then this is kind of cool right here. This is actually a lanyard hole. So if you wanted to close everything down and pull the lanyard hole out, you could strap like a piece of paracord with a compass on it or something like that. Cool little feature there. And then in this handle off you've got your scissors, and these are really high quality scissors. Spring loaded right there, and it's a really tight spring. So it gives you a good clean cut. And you can cut through a lot of thick things with this. I've cut through a lot of thick materials like felt, wool, and even some light pieces of metal. So it's a really high quality pair of scissors. Again, to shut this down you just release the two pressure locks on both sides of the handle, and you can close everything back down. On the opposite side, you've got your straight edge blade. Again, a very high quality blade. You know, some people say that they've had to sharpen these things a lot, or that they came pretty dull out of the box. I don't know what other people's experiences were, but mine came really sharp right out of the box. I've only had to sharpen this thing a couple of times over the past few years, and I really put it through a lot of work. I use this thing a lot when I'm out in the field doing training. So it's been a very high quality blade, and it's definitely held up as far as for what you would expect out of this price range of multi-tool or knife. Right beside it, you've got a flathead screwdriver, if I can get it out. You got your flathead right here, and then directly beside it you have a Phillips, which is also it kind of gets fatter as you go down, so it is kind of adaptable, and it will fit, you know, a variety of different size screws and things like that. And then to end it off, you've got your saw blade. So this thing, you know, it's not gonna, you ain't gonna be able to take down whole trees with this thing by any means, but it's a good thing for de-limbing, you know, branches and stuff. If you're trying to put up a shelter, it's good for de-limbing, and just maybe even, you know, processing down some little twigs or something like that for kindling if you don't feel like breaking them and would rather cut them. But nonetheless, most saws this size are virtually useless, but this thing is pretty good, and it will hold up to some decent sized limbs. So a good little tool to have. Again, pull the pressure lock, shut it back down, and that's about it, guys. Like I said, this thing is a triple coated aluminum, and it's got a really nice feel to it. It looks great. Again, the cutaways on the outside, so you can kind of see what tools you're getting into. Spring loaded on the pliers, and it's just a really good feeling to use this multi-tool. I've used a lot of different multi-tools over the years, and this is by far probably my favorite one. And you know, it is a little bit old at this point. I got these whenever they came out brand new a while back, and they are the only ones that have lasted me, and the only ones that I've chosen to keep in use for this long. So they've definitely lasted a long time and held up to the hype. So let's go ahead and take a look at the measurements. All right, so closed, you're looking at right around 3 3/4 of an inch closed. If you open it up, you're looking at right about 6 inches open. So that just gives you an idea of the size. Alright guys, that'll sum it up for the review on the Gerber suspension. Like I said, I've had this thing for a few years now, and I've really put it through a lot of stress, and it's definitely held up. It's end of the bargain. I bought this thing brand new for about $65 when they first came out, but you can find it much cheaper now, and I've actually already went ahead and found some really great deals on this thing, and I've put some links in the description below or in the actual blog post for this review. So if you want to pick one up at a great deal, help support our channel at the same time, purchase through our links, and get a great deal on this thing. Also, remember to comment, like, subscribe. We put out a few new videos every month. And as always, thanks for watching. If you're looking to become a bigger part of what we do, you can always go to the website and consider signing up as an official member of the Warrior Tribe and get a lot of exclusive perks and a bunch of extra benefits to being a part of what we do. So click the link up top to go learn more about that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya. If your comfortability is a good thing that you're focused on, definitely invest in a smaller size pack such as this. But if you want a bigger pack, you can check out the Condor Sling Pack with